Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up? What's up? Guys, AW Air Warrior presenting your latest SmackDown for It's All About Wrestling, episode 96, former episode. 4 episodes, 4 weeks. Sorry about that. 4 episodes away from 100, the big 1-0. Maybe the big 100 just before WrestleMania. We'll do a special one just before WrestleMania. Whatever. That's in the future. But yeah, what's up? What's up? We're all having a good Monday before Raw. Stations are going out. We got a lot to talk about, man. There's things to talk about this week. Things I want to talk about. Things I really want to talk about. We're always going to talk about SmackDown. Okay. We're going to talk about SmackDown. We're going to talk about AEW a little bit. Specifically, with a surprise, a huge shocking surprise that I never saw coming. Also, we're going to talk about, let's see, we're going to talk about, some Vince McMahon stuff. Some controversial comments by Roman Reigns. Also, we're going to talk about some Hall of Fame inductees that have been announced for the Hall of Fame this year, and why, in my opinion, which wrestlers should be announced, should be in the Hall of Fame, that should be in the Hall of Fame already, but should be going to the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. I'd like to invite DL to the stream. How are you doing, DL?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm really, really good. Really, really good. Just going over the rundown. I'm gonna finally talk about the biography. Yes, I didn't watch the Oscars. I was on. You did. I was on social media. Like, I was paying attention. No, but I was more busy watching the biographies from WWE, specifically the Scott Hall one.
Okay. I mean, not too much to say about the Oscars. I thought it was fine overall. I wasn't too surprised about the winners. My only gripes is that I wish that Godzilla -1, Color Purple, and Across the Spider-Verse got more love. That's probably
The thing is, the best supporting actress, nobody saw that coming. She wasn't the favorite. I don't know the actress' name, but she wasn't the favorite.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise, but.
Yeah.
I wasn't like too shocked about it. I guess I didn't see those movies. So it's like it might have been great. Just like I need to watch Poor Things apparently, because like for a second I was thinking that Poor Things was going to take Best Film.
The only movie that people generally saw from the Oscars that really, really won was Oppenheimer. Most of the movies that always get nominated for these major award shows, a lot of general audience doesn't really go. You can tell by the box office numbers, right? Like the Poor Things, right? Nominated, right?
Yeah.
But it did make a lot of money at the box office.
I mean, look, this is one of my biggest criticisms. Like, they really need to advertise these movies better. These movies that are getting nominated, so more people can actually go see it. Because they this has been a thing for years. Like, there'd be half of these movies that are nominated. And like short films as well, where I'm like, I've never heard of these. Where can you watch them?
I think what hurt it. This is not hurt Oppenheimer, but I think what hurt Hollywood is the big blockbuster film you gotta see.
They always promote the big blockbuster films, but it's like they never want to promote the little films. Exactly. And then you wonder, that's no wonder people are saying, why isn't there more original films, man? There are. They just don't promote them.
Yeah. Like, they always promote the big franchise blockbuster films all the time. And in 2023, most of them didn't even do that well. But yeah, Finbar, I'm early if you're listening.
I might have to
Finbar,
leave
it's because I got to end before Raw.
Yeah, I have to leave a little bit early too because
Okay.
I got to hop on another stream after this. But...
That's why. All right. I was a little disappointed with the Oscars in one aspect. They should have done. I mean, John Cena, The Rock was there. That John Cena.
The Rock didn't do anything.
I know, but John Cena, honestly, I don't think that was appropriate. Honestly, I don't think he should have been.
I mean, they were homaging when that happened years ago. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like that's like I didn't care for. I mean, it was whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Just like anything to like spice things up because I'm so sick of Jimmy Kimmel.
They should. They didn't do anything with The Rock. He got slapped 2 days before. Somebody should have made a joke about that.
Yeah, like I know Jimmy Kimmel watches wrestling. Why did he not bring that up?
And he promotes it on his Twitter and his Instagram, on his social medias all the time. Like he's he's just like.
Why couldn't The Rock host the Oscars, man?
Oh my God,
that would be
entertaining. I mean, I think they should have him stay in character for the Oscar. Have him stay in character, like the character you see on wrestling right now on WWE TV. You should have him stay in character, man. I mean, like back in the day, it was a long time ago. Before now, but it was very common for wrestlers to stay in character, right? They should have just done. And I know we wrestling fans as time changes, we're more open to them not being in character anymore, you know. But this could be one of those great moments where you just stay in character.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and then, I mean, John Cena was there. Yeah, John Cena said, "Hey, I may be naked, but at least I didn't get slapped on national live TV."
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're not. You know, here's the thing. We're gonna talk AEW. The only thing we're talking about AEW because I didn't like there was nothing really major to talk about AEW except.
What? Excuse me. I think there's quite a bit to talk about with Dynamite, with the new stage set and.
The new stage set. Yes, I forgot.
Oh,
they do that every year.
Yeah, I mean it's been a constant thing, but but I really dig the stage design. I like that they're going back to all the different colors. I know people were comparing it to NXT 2.0, but it's like y'all remember that Dynamite had those numerous colors the first couple of years that they were on, right? Like people have amnesia all of a sudden, but yeah, I like they brought the tunnels back. Like, yeah,
I like the tunnels are a great idea. That was an Impact. That was a TNA invention. The tunnels, right? I think TNA started that back in the day.
Yep, TNA and AEW bringing back the tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there are some things. Yeah, I like. I'm glad they're doing Edge versus Christian. It makes sense why they're doing that match in Toronto. I quit. They're both from the same city. Yeah, same city. So it makes sense they're doing it there instead of a pay-per-view. Makes sense. I guess
Okada joining the Bucks, man. The new
that's what I was going with. That's the biggest surprise I've seen in wrestling in a long time because I know Okada from New Japan. The time I watched New Japan, his faction was always feuding with the Bullet Club. It was always like Okada and Kenny, and I would never see the day Okada joins the Bullet Club. I'm not the Bullet Club, but the Elite. Oh my God!
And then the Bucks just kick out Hangman and Kenny. So they're building up to something later when Kenny gets cleared and
there's no timetable for that.
His personal stuff, yeah,
there's no time. Like Hangman will probably come back because his personal stuff faster, like wherever time he needs. But with what Omega suffered is currently going on right now. You can't really say right now. There's no timetable. You know, with injuries, you usually say this guy's gonna be out this length of time, right? With what he has, you can't say that.
Yeah, I did see he posted somewhere. I don't know if it was on Twitter or whatever. He said
he
that at first he was working. He was okay for like a couple of weeks, and then it just came back again. So it's it's like unpredictable with that stuff.
Yeah, man, that Brock Lesnar had it. Almost killed Lesnar, and Lesnar's a huge dude, man. He's a huge guy in great shape. But
Okada, anybody, man.
But if we're gonna see Okada versus Kingston, like, look, I like Kingston, but like Kingston versus Okada is gonna be like, I don't know what kind of matches it's gonna be.
I think that'll be a good match. I think that'll be a good match.
Yeah,
I love me some Kingston, and I'm glad that he's the first person to win the Continental Championship, and he's a Triple Crown. But I think I'm ready for Okada to win those. Yep,
he's losing Okada. Yeah, it's like they're not gonna. No disrespect to Kingston, but Okada is like one of the biggest free agents. It's not from WWE. Not from WWE. He might be the biggest international star outside of WWE that AEW has acquired. He's not losing to Kingston. Whenever that happens.
No.
I
predict it's probably going to happen at Dynasty or something.
So what's up with the Bullet Club Gold now? Are they heels now again? All of a sudden?
What makes you say that? Because of that? Because
they attacked Darby Allin. Jay White could fight the Darby Allin.
Well, I never was fully convinced that they were baby faces.
Oh,
I never.
About Max Caster's Twitter account. Did you see that?
No. What happened?
Oh my God, his Twitter account was hacked yesterday because there was tweets and retweets of I gotta look. He might delete what the Packer is doing. I knew it had to be a hacker. I remember back a couple months ago when Matt Hardy got hacked. That was really bad.
Oh, I didn't hear about that either.
Okay. Yeah, he was hacked. He had to make a statement. So he made a statement he was asleep, but somebody hacked his account. And I'm not sure if he deleted it. He didn't delete it. He didn't delete the stuff. It was like really, really bad. He said, I'm going to read some of the stuff. Apparently, he didn't. Like somebody said, like Shelton Benjamin was rumored about becoming to AEW, and some hacker said the hacker was hacking. Matt Caster said, "We don't need him. We don't need him." Yeah, he was hacked. It was bad too. Like you don't see any wrestler spend on Twitter an hour, 3 hours long. Just retweeting and tweeting people all the time, unless they're really, really sensitive. Ryback. Cryback. But Matt Hardy stuff was really bad. I was really, really bad. That's worse than Matt Caster hack. But yeah, I'm like Okada, man. That's it's a big get.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Like I did not expect for them to like turn him heel like on his debut.
Never saw that either.
Yeah, at first I didn't know how to feel about it, but like the more I thought about it, I was like, oh wait, they're playing the long term game. They're setting up seats for when Kenny and Hangman come back, and then we'll possibly we'll see for the first time on U.S. soil Kenny versus Okada.
And then I just knew as soon as Kingston started to walk towards the Young Bucks when Okada was like, oh my God, I'm just like, Okada's going to turn heel there. Because he was behind him. That's typical cliche wrestling, right? Typical cliche wrestling.
Yes, I didn't think about that at first. I mean,
I didn't think about it first either.
Yeah, because I was just like so fixated on, oh my God, Okada's here. Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, Okada's here to take down the Young Bucks because we know their history, right? We know their history.
Right.
Then I saw what Kingston took a couple steps towards the Young Bucks. I'm like, oh my God, Okada's going to turn heel. Because it happens in a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this is, I think, if we think this is where it's going to lead to, later down the line, it's genius what they did. It, to keep, and also help to keep his character fresh, because Okada has done like the same thing for ever since he was in New Japan.
He was wrestle the same people in New Japan. Most of the time, he wrestles the same people in New Japan all the time. That's why a lot of them leave. That's why a lot of people leave Impact too. Obviously for the money, and also the rest of other people. Same in New Japan. It's always the same people you wrestle, and right? And now Okada has a whole widespread roster. Some people's wrestled before, no doubt, but it's also others that has wrestled before,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And and he is going American soil. He is going to live American soil because there was people that believe that Okada made one of the reasons he made that join WWE was because apparently his wife is a very famous actress in
Yes.
Japan, right? And so one of
Yeah.
the reasons people assumed was he's not going to join WWE because of that. But I guess that wasn't really the reason because apparently they're moving to the US.
So maybe he just liked what.
Familiarity?
Yeah, maybe some familiarity, and he probably
Yeah.
was more impressed with the roster here than in WWE. I don't know.
I mean, he does have some people that was in WWE. Like he's close to Shinsuke, very close to Shinsuke.
True, though. Like you have AEW, you have the Bucks, you have Kenny, you have
Yeah.
Eggman, you have Osprey, you have somebody,
Um,
and
Romero, who's part of Chaos, but he's best friends. He has
Mhm.
him. Yeah, that's true.
So my only concern, which I mean, this will be a concern of anybody who's coming into AEW. I hope he paces himself in the ring, like Osprey. I mean, Osprey's probably not going to do that, but he needs to. But I'm hoping
On this
they don't
match,
push him. Yeah, hopefully they
the
don't push him
rematch?
too hard, and like having Okada wrestle every week.
like
And
Al
it seems like they're not doing that because Osprey's not wrestling this week and Okada's not wrestling this week.
the
So
style Osprey wrestles, you cannot do it every week.
no. And Okada, he does his hard hitting stuff too. So it's like
That's Japan for you, man.
True. So I'm hoping they don't have these guys wrestle every week. If they can't pull back, at least don't have them do it every week.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're already being like, oh, Osprey and Danielson in Dynasty. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's also like Al Snow said, what Al Snow with Vince Russo's show. Like I didn't watch it, but like when on Lords of Pain or those websites, he says he thinks somebody's gonna die in an AEW ring, because of the style.
Oh, I hope not.
And people in the comment sections were like, "Yeah, Darby Allin, Darby Allin, Darby Allin." I'm gonna be laughing, but this is.
Yeah, I mean, it was nuts what he did at Revolution, and I'm glad.
But,
and I'm surprised he's able to walk on his 2 feet.
It is crazy, but like, and Finbar would know this. You would know this. It's not even different than what they did in ECW back in the day.
No, and it's like, yeah, AEW sometimes feels like ECW.
Yeah,
but
yep. The stuff like, oh my god, the stuff they did at ECW.
Did you hear that Darby is trying to climb Mount Everest?
People die from trying to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, who would let him do that? Like, so like this probably after a big business, that might be his last match if he doesn't survive Mount Everest. I can't believe Tony Khan let him do that, man.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Possibly we'll never see Darby Allin again. Like big business, his match against Jay White, that might be the last match we ever see of Darby Allin if he does not survive Mount Everest.
You've climbed Mount Everest? No, you have.
Oh yeah, sure you did, Finbar.
And yeah, big business says Mercedes Moné. Mercedes, Sasha Banks' recent comment sounds like she really wants to go back to WWE.
Oh man, so ooh.
She said, right? She said, "Oh, I know you're gonna beat her back at some point." I'm like, you don't say that if you're about to join the company.
You're about to join AEW.
Yeah,
so, they already know. Like you ain't in it. You in it for your personal.
She she probably sees how good the women's division on WWE is right now. Because I'm gonna say this, I think both Raw and SmackDown is really strong right now with the women's stuff.
Well, I think also wasn't it like the only reason that she didn't go back to WWE is because they overpaid for other women on the roster, so they couldn't pay her.
Oh yeah, you show me false. Okay. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, she should have got paid very well. She's one of the best superstars they have.
Freaking Charlotte, man.
Obviously, Charlotte had to be one of the top, right? One of the top women to be paid too. Obviously, her, Becky,
I guess, but like
Sasha, definitely. Sasha,
I'm looking at what you did for me lately. Like Charlotte, like okay, is she
it hurt.
yeah, she like seriously, like now
Oh.
Becky Lynch, I understand, pay her money because she's been doing stuff, like she's been helping to push the division, but it's just like Charlotte just comes in and
the
like
reason why.
I don't know.
They love Charlotte.
I
Triple
know
H loves
politics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ric Flair's daughter, right? Ric Flair's daughter.
right. And
Yeah,
now,
but
don't get me wrong, Charlotte is a great wrestler, but it's just she feels like she feels like Roman Reigns back in 2007, 2015 to 2017. Like
yeah,
they're pushing her too hard. They
push her all the time.
Exactly. Like she doesn't even earn her title shots anymore. They just put her in the title shots.
She says it in the promos. She basically says, I don't need to be in the line. I am the line, or something like that.
You can kiss my ass with that. Like when you have all the other wrestlers, even Rhea Ripley, having to earn her spot, and you're the only one coming in and being like, I can do whatever I want. That's not right. That's not how it works anymore, bro.
I do think sometimes Charlotte gets unnecessary hate at times, but I do see some of the points people make out about her, and
honestly, I don't really have that much of an issue with her outside of just how she's being booked because her character is good. She's really good. She's great in the ring. It's just they book her too much. She was John Cena. She's the John Cena of the women's division. And I just like, nah, man.
Yeah, Finn Balor could come in now. We're probably gonna talk about WWE now. Yeah, but Sasha probably I'll probably end up back in WWE at one point.
Man, I hope Tony Khan doesn't screw her with the booking.
Oh man.
Like after hearing those comments, I hope he doesn't take that personally and be like, "Oh, okay, you want to go to WWE so badly? All right, we'll have your time. We're gonna make sure you have a really bad."
I just don't understand why they would not pay Sasha Banks to come back a new contract with more money. Like, come on, look how she's put over. She's one of the best matches. She's put over Bianca Belair. She's put over some talent. She's one of the best.
They never appreciate it. They never appreciated Sasha.
That's true.
It's like Vince. It almost felt like Vince doesn't even like Sasha.
I figure Triple H would appreciate her, right? Like more.
I think so.
They appreciate her more than Becky Lynch ever did because Becky Lynch was never getting over until that one incident.
Right. Yeah. No, I think the bottom line is though, it once again goes back to what has she done for me lately. I mean, she went to New Japan and she did some good stuff there, but
she got hurt unfortunately.
Yeah, so I don't think she was able to build up her credentials for them to warrant paying the money for her just yet. And she's comparing what her roster has been doing to build up their status, and it's like it feels like they're Becky and them and Rhea and Bianca and them have earned their pay more than what Sasha has been.
When she left WWE with Naomi, the women's division then compared to now is night and day.
Right, and also keep in mind, WWE has Bianca and Jade Cargill now, so they don't really need Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking anything from Mercedes because she is great. However, if they're looking for an alternative to replace Mercedes, they already have that with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
Yeah, hey Finbar.
Hey Finbar.
Yeah. What's up, Finbar?
Evening, Aaron. Evening, DL. I can't believe I got you two fuckers disbelieving me that I went to Everest. I've got photographs.
Do you now?
But you can beat up Darby up there.
I did no. He's what he's talking about doing is going to the summit, which is difficult. You have to pass by dead bodies. I went to base camp. Yeah, he might die. Yeah. He wants to die.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he said that when Sting's retirement match at the end. He said, "Sting, I would die for you." And I think that was real class too.
It seems like he'll die for a spot. This guy.
I mean, if it would be one thing, if if he doesn't do it on a regular basis, and like this is Sting's last match, so if you want to go all out, sure, do that. But the fact that he constantly is killing himself every week, it's like I don't know, man.
It's all that he's got, DL. So he's a small guy, and he's not really got, from what I can tell, a lot of mat ability.
Like, I know he's trying to be like Jeff Hardy was kind of.
He's trying to be the next Jeff Hardy / Sabu.
But Jeff Hardy was a little bigger, even though Jeff Hardy was.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's bigger, and Jeff Hardy was.
Look at Jeff Hardy now, man.
He had a bit of. Well, he was on WWE for a start. Darby's not. He's stuck in AEW, and he's not going to get signed by WWE. Because he wouldn't get away with doing.
That won't work in WWE.
10% of the stuff he does wouldn't even get any WWE.
No,
so he's got no chance.
And they would treat him. They would treat him like a little cruiserweight. They wouldn't treat him as a heavyweight contender at all.
He would have to tone down. Like he would have to tone down his recklessness as Daredevil ways in WWE.
But that's the thing. That's his trademark. That's his trademark.
So he has.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to get killed in the ring, man. We don't want you.
There's guys like you've got guys like what's his name? What was the guy who was in the Combat Zone? Is it John Danzig? Is that his name? Do you remember that guy? He used to jump into light tubes and shit.
Who?
I don't know.
I think his name is Danzig. Do you ever watch Combat Zone wrestling?
No.
Nope.
Right, it's awful. All it is just people injuring themselves for like 100 people watching, if even that. But that's all those guys have. They don't have any. Even the old ECW, like you were just talking about before, ECW was all built on extreme.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was not. There weren't many guys in there who could wrestle.
Well, Sandman was a champion. Sandman could wrestle for shit.
No, neither could. What's his name? The black guy, the one that died recently, the one that kept on cutting his head up.
New Jack.
New Jack
didn't wrestle for shit either.
He was an awful wrestler, but they all loved him because he was willing to cut his head up and stab people and.
Yeah, ECW, like the thing with ECW, they had some good wrestlers who actually wrestle though, but they had some lot of really, really bad wrestlers too who couldn't do anything. There's like I'm watching like some old ECW shows right now from like 94, 95. There's this 500, 600 pound wrestler that can't do anything in the fucking ring.
He's just big.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I love that guy, Keith Lee. And guys like that, Bam Bam and Keith Lee, and big guys that could really move still.
Yeah, he's a big dude, but he's still agile and he can wrestle.
And those the Viking Raiders or War Machine as they were called.
Dude, Ivar, I am so impressed by Ivar, man.
He can move.
Yeah, he can.
Yep,
he definitely can.
What's up with the other guy?
He's
two
hurt,
of them.
I think.
Is he hurt?
He's injured.
It's funny.
It's good that the other guy's
that guy's wife. Valhalla's the wife.
The wife of who? The hurt one or the one who's wrestling?
The hurt one.
Right. Oh, imagine.
He's on the road.
He's on the road with a partner.
Oh,
how are you feeling, buddy? I'm okay. How's Ivar? He's good. He's looking after you. Oh yeah, he's looking after me.
Oh my gosh.
You know, wrestling. I'm not surprised that something like that could happen in wrestling because it's definitely happened before.
It's more than likely is happening.
Yeah, I mean,
but let's think about that for a second. Because Zelina Vega is married to Malachi Black. And there's nothing bad going on there. Buddy Murphy is married to Rhea Ripley. So
they're married now. Those two.
Yeah, they're married.
We thought that it was all up and up for years, didn't we? And then recently, we found out that Vince McMahon was in his office taking a shit on a woman's head. We don't know what is going on until it comes out in a lawsuit.
Oh yeah, the Vince McMahon stuff. And
Nick Khan is now pulled into it. This is he's named in a lawsuit then?
Yeah.
Oh, who's the other guy? The third guy?
I don't know who the third guy is. Let me check.
Who are you saying is the Rock's buddy? Nick Khan.
Nick Khan and this guy in Emmanuel. Other guy named Emmanuel.
Ari Emanuel. Ari Emanuel's not named in a lawsuit, is he?
No, he's not.
Isn't John Laurinaitis?
Nick Khan and Brad Blum. I almost said bum. I was gonna say bum, but Brad Blum.
I heard the name. I don't know where I've heard it.
Oh, Nick Khan, like I checked this
Nick,
guy's
nah.
career.
So,
I mean,
so just because he's named, it doesn't mean I don't see that. I don't see Nick Khan doing something like that.
No.
He's too much of a suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, I think, well, it's crazy with this man.
I mean,
man.
but weirder things have happened recently. But
Oh man,
and I just want to get past this crap. I'm tired of talking about
Well,
it, man.
It's going to go on for a long time, DL. I'm sorry. I just hope. All I hope is that it doesn't go so far-reaching that it starts to like obliterate the whole creative team. Like I hope Triple H.
That's what I'm worried about. Like
in
I hope
any capacity because he's good for the company. He's good for the
Exactly.
creative. If they lose Triple H and try,
Nick Khan, it's actually
he's good for the.
me too.
But the thing is, with Nick Khan, right? He was good for the facilitating the sale of the rights, the TV rights to the Netflix. But now that's done.
Yeah.
You've done that now. So Nick Khan you can give him a Spitfire and send him on his way. Just hire somebody else to do that. But creative wise,
Or if Tony Khan hires, so we could call them the Khans.
ha 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 ha. But yeah, man, like if Triple H is involved in
that would be sad.
It's over. It is over.
Speaking of creative, where the hell? I always wonder where the hell is Dexter Loomis?
Is he hurt?
Oh yeah, Dexter.
I don't think I haven't seen him in a year. I don't know.
Is he injured? I don't
even know.
Well,
he's the sort of chunky Hitlery looking guy, isn't he?
The serial killer soccer guy.
Yeah, he looks like a bit of a Hitler
with the mustache and the
skinny
guys. I miss Dexter Loomis, man. The stuff he was doing with Indy Hartwell, I love that stuff.
The thing is, I can see why he's not being used at all because his character is very one-dimensional. There's really no growth from it.
Okay, just to keep him with Indy Hartwell.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna split Indy and Candice. Looks like Candice is like not really happy right now.
I mean, I don't blame him. Like, them as a tag team is not doing anything for them.
No. Let's actually talk more about WWE right now. Yeah, I'm sorry this is bad, but this is one of the greatest things in wrestling history. Where is it?
And isn't it true that your brother is a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer? Yeah, and you're 20 years younger than your siblings. Is that right? You know why? Because you were a mistake. Let him go. Let him go.
I loved that entire segment.
Yes.
That entire segment was great. And people bitching online that, oh my God, that was so offensive. Oh my God. Man, grow up.
The Roman Reigns quote? And that quote too?
Yeah, calling Seth a cross-dresser. Like, really? Y'all are going to get mad about that? Like, come on, bruh. I love this shit. It made me go. It brought us back to a little bit of the Attitude Era / Ruthless Aggression era. When, like, dude, if you have seen the promos that the wrestlers did back then, what Chris Jericho said about Stephanie McMahon, what The Rock said about, dude, they've said worse stuff than this.
Yeah,
like I can't believe we're like so PC now that we're getting offended over this stuff, and obviously. Everybody was okay with that. Cody was okay with that. Seth was okay with that. So why are y'all being offended?
They obviously don't watch AEW because AEW goes over the line a lot. More than WWE.
The Rock doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks because he's been doing like that's what my my headline comes
The
from.
Rock-
That last,
The
that
Rock-
last Twitter.
The Rock in the Attitude Era says stuff like crosses the line all the time. He says stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. But he's dynamite right now. I'm so glad he pivoted really quickly and did this heel character because it is fucking fantastic. If they just went along and put their head down and got on with a bland Rock versus Roman,
he should have stayed a character at the Oscars. But rumor has it
he didn't even do anything at the Oscars. Exactly.
I never fucking got him through a stage then. Yeah.
But yeah, man, like this is really good. And then Seth called Rock Mr. Midlife Crisis. I'm like, my freaking god, bruh, it's great, man. People need to stop bitching. Like it's cool, man.
Yeah. People are so sensitive these days. I mean, look at what Seth Rollins wear. Wasn't there a time? Didn't Roman say that Becky calls herself the man of the house and stuff like that and stuff like that?
Yes, like people forgot they've said worse stuff than that, and it's like,
Yes.
look at what Seth is wearing. He wears ridiculous outfits. Like,
Yes.
make fun of it.
Yes. Oh my god, it's I heard it. I'm like, oh, I knew this was gonna cause around a firestorm on Twitter, on X, and people
Like,
people
you
are gonna be
stole from your wife's closet. Like, you know.
He did not call Seth woman a woman. He did not say he was a female. He just said he just cross-dressed her. That's it. He didn't say he was a female. He wasn't being transphobic or anything.
He's not lying. He is. Guy wears women's clothes.
Mm-hmm. You remember back in the Attitude Era, we had men wear quilts. And I'm not talking Piper. I'm talking about like the Moss, the Handbangers, whatever they're called, Moss and Thrasher. They wore quilts. There's back in the day, wasn't
Hey,
there?
wait. They wore kilts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a man's. That's
You could go.
man's clothes.
You could go really back in the day. Finbar, DL. Do you know the wrestler Adrian Adonis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know what he would dress up like, right? Can you imagine that character to this day?
No, they can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't do it. Nope.
I mean, and it's 20 years later, but
Dude, do y'all remember what half the stuff that Shawn Michaels been doing when he was younger?
oh, yeah, some of the worst stuff.
Man,
Oh
Shawn,
my god!
Yeah,
the
he wasn't like in like Adonis was in like
What do you
SNL.
think? What do you think Shawn Michaels' theme music is about? Oh! What do you think that is?
I think I'm cute. I know I'm
Yeah.
sexy.
That's
Like-
those. Those three women, right? That's an orgasm.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
At first, it was Sherry Martel that said those three. That said at first, right? Then they redid it, right? Like,
Mm-hmm. Like,
come on.
but yeah, Shawn did a lot of inappropriate stuff
This
when
is
he was younger.
this is the same company that had a male porn star gimmick.
Yep, this is the same company that had a live sex celebration.
Yes!
On Monday Night Raw.
And that wasn't 20 years ago. That was like that was almost 20 years ago. That was 18 years ago.
Yeah, and this is the same show that constantly called Stephanie McMahon a hoe
Oh,
every week, calling her a hoe.
Rock and Jericho, they would trash Stephanie McMahon all the time with sex jokes, big boobs, stuff like that, all the time.
Yeah.
And this is Mr. McMahon always talking about his melons or his grapefruits or whatever.
He's great.
The Rock always talks about strudel. You know what strudel refers to, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same company where DX blackfaced.
That was, man.
That was another time.
Yeah, that was another
That was
time.
definitely that time. And
It's
then,
hard to believe that Triple H is the same Triple H now. When you look, I mean, they look so different as well, right? Because he's bald,
oh yeah.
and he behaves so different.
Yo,
Yeah,
the Rock pretty much became corporate Rock on SmackDown when he said he could do whatever he wants since he's on the board.
Yep.
I'm
The
just gonna call
new
him corporate-
authority.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call him corporate Rock from now on. He should be called corporate Rock.
Corporate Rock.
Still, I think it's better than corporate King because that was ridiculous. Corporate King.
Oh, that was stupid. I hated that. But yeah, he's not really like emphasizing his Hollywood persona really. So corporate does kind of make more sense.
Yeah, but they should have done right for They should have done stuff at the Oscars. But yeah, they wasted.
Yeah, that rock bottom idea would have been.
Who was he presenting with? Who was he up with?
I never watched it.
Did he? I don't think he presented.
Or who is he standing next to if he didn't present? He was
I don't know. He was on the red carpet somewhere. I forgot who he was standing next to.
Oh, he was a Bad Bunny. Oh, Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He just walk bomb Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny could take a walk bomb, right? Like
I was shocked. I was surprised Bad Bunny was there, and he shaved his head.
There's a perfect opportunity, man. Bad Bunny wrestled last year with a good match, Damon Priest. Just walk bomb Bad Bunny. He could take a bump.
Yeah, why not?
I'd be like, Rock would be like, now go back to now. That's what you're gonna learn from doing for El Morto. That's what you get for trying to be a wrestler in a movie, El Morto, whatever that movie is called. That's
but way out
there.
Stupid shit.
Stupid Saudi stuff.
Yeah.
You should walk bomb Saudi. Yeah, like they should have done something there and be like, man. I mean, Cody Rhodes should have probably crashed the Oscars.
That would have been funny. That would have been clever.
You should have slapped him at the Oscars, like.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh god. Oh gosh.
Oh, that'd be great.
No, they're probably gonna make it clear to the audience that doesn't watch wrestling. They gotta make it clear that this is a bit. Like they don't want people.
Yeah, the audience would have to know.
Yeah.
And I think we have to educate the non-wrestling fans that was all part of as a bit, not right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure they're still suffering from PTSD from Will Smith. So they're probably like, okay, let's just avoid slapping for a few years.
Oh man, if he did something like that, like Seth Rollins should have been there. Seth Rollins should have been a Marvel movie. Like, why didn't he get invited?
I don't know, unless his scenes if his scenes are still there.
That's true. Well, Anthony Mackie's not there, so because they're doing reshoots. I mean, yes.
Anthony Mackie's busy preparing for Black Shogun.
No, he's not. He's doing reshoots for Captain America right now.
Doing his hair out.
He said Black Shogun.
We're doing Black Shogun of Harlem.
That's what Tony's doing.
Come on, DL. Where have you been?
No, bruh.
Blame Tony, right? None of it was my idea. I'm just drawing it.
It's Tony's idea.
My God.
Have you not seen any of it?
I think I see some of it on.
I see some of it.
So if not after Mackie, you get Jonathan Majors.
I'll dig something up and show you in a minute when we're finished.
You could, that's funny. But yeah, we'll see. Apparently, The Rock. I mean, are they only gonna be on SmackDown, The Rock and Roman, not pure on Raw?
Yeah, they don't want to go to Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Why is that? Is there a reason for that? Raw used to be the flagship show, man.
It was, but until SmackDown went to Fox.
Yeah, but what? So the network? You have to forgive me, right? Because I'm not in the States. The network that Raw is on now. So is that a shitty network or what?
That's just like what would you call it? Like a placeholder because Peacock has like the WWE stuff, so it's like that's the obligated network for the WWE to be on, but Fox is a bigger channel than USA, so that's why they're and that's why they consider SmackDown to be the A show at the moment.
And the reason the Fox is not renewing SmackDown is because it's not doing particularly well on SmackDown. They're not happy with the results. I guess.
I think it's partially because Roman is not on there every week.
Yes,
and that's one of the biggest reasons why Fox wanted SmackDown, because he was there. But now that he has this super part-time schedule and like they don't have another superstar to fill in the void when Roman is not there.
And they might hope Cody Rhodes is that guy when he becomes champion, even though that deal's up and SmackDown's gonna go to USA Network, because I feel like once Cody wins, he'll probably stay on SmackDown because he is gonna win.
He's got to be now.
Yeah. So you also got to think about if Netflix wants certain people on Raw by the time they go there. So if the draft will come up. That will definitely be a determining factor of like.
Do you think they're gonna do a draft in April, or they might wait till like the fall because of this?
I think they should do it after WrestleMania, but they
Yeah.
most likely will do it after SummerSlam again.
Mhm.
They'll do it like there was a. It wasn't. I think it was when the Fox deal happened. I wasn't really watching at the time, but I knew it was happening when the Fox deal had happened. They did a draft shortly after that, and they had like Fox
Yes.
executives and whoever the network was that had Raw. They
Yep.
were all like in the green room fighting over talent. Like they'll probably do that again, but have Netflix executives. instead.
I just remember the first draft, a lot of wrestlers were saying in the back.
Yeah,
That
they,
was-
they
that
say
was
in the
good.
back
I
watching.
like that. And then
Yeah.
they changed T-shirts whenever they got drafted.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, that was funny.
It's
I
funny.
like that.
So you got drafted, yeah. And I'm just curious who the NXT talents are going to get called up. But I'm really yeah, that whole segment was one of the best segments. The storyline's really, really good, even though it's going to be between the Bloodline and Rock and Seth. And Seth has to be careful because his focus is not winning Drew McIntyre, and he's defending the title against Drew McIntyre. Cares more about the Bloodline than his own title, and that could be his downfall at WrestleMania.
Yep, that's why I think Drew may come out as world champion if
I hope
that's
so.
the case.
You know what Roman Reigns should do? He should plant the seeds in Cody Rhodes and say, Seth Rollins is going to betray you, like he did to him.
I hope that doesn't happen. It just doesn't make sense to me of why
What
he
the-
would betray Cody.
You mean in night one?
Yeah,
Right. So I thought about that as well, and the reason why that won't happen is because on night 2, Seth is going against a heel to
It won't.
defend his world title,
It won't
and that would
happen.
become a heel versus heel match, and it would be stupid.
It won't happen.
Yeah,
but
it won't
he,
happen.
Roman Reigns. I'm sure he hasn't forgotten what Seth did to him.
But I believe that the Rock and Roman are winning night 1,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
They have to, because it would make it the most storyline sense,
It would just make the win
Yep.
better. For
and it
Cody.
brings the Rock into night 2, which
And
is
then-
what
This
he
is,
wants.
this is his rumor. There's possibly The Rock wrestling after WrestleMania.
I
Yeah,
think
he said he
he's
wants to.
turning-
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's turning on Roman that night on night 2. I think it will be to stop interference, though. It won't be to help.
And then
You know, like it'll be like,
I think at first he'll make it seem like he's there on ringside for Roman, but
What?
then like
some
stuff will
people,
happen.
I don't
some
think he'll
people
be
are
ringside.
suggesting.
I think he's going to insert himself as enforcer or referee.
Some people are suggesting The Rock is really working Roman. He's actually kind of on the inside. I mean,
But
this
he
is all-
Inside
already-
job.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he-
the inside job. This is all planned with him and Cody, and conspired. They get the inside on the bloodline and stuff like that. And then when the time comes to cost us Roman Reigns the title, I wouldn't think that'd be great for Cody. I think that would actually diminish Cody's.
No, he won't. No, he won't cost him the title, though.
Yeah.
He'll prevent interference. You can see
Yeah.
them laying the foundations for it
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah. If it
you
costs,
know-
if it costs Roman the title, it would diminish his Cody's.
Yeah, it would, but he won't cost him the title.
Yeah.
Cody will win clean.
Yeah, Cody
be
needs to
any-
win clean. Yes, he needs to win clean for sure.
Speaking of that, because there was one detail at that segment with Cody being a mistake. There's one specific comment that The Rock said that makes it even more solidified that he's going to win, because he said if Cody loses
Yeah,
at
he'll get it.
WrestleMania, he's
Yeah.
never going to get a chance at that title ever again. So that's
When-
already telling me he's going to win.
Yeah, that's.
when did you hear
don't
that
give
before?
that away. Don't give that away. I hate when they do that.
That was during the segment where he called Cody a mistake. Like he was when he was like laying down the rules.
No, but
of,
I mean,
like,
Well, that's what happened to AEW,
what-
man.
yeah,
what
that's
happened
exactly
to
what happened to him
AEW.
in AEW as well with the world title.
Like,
Wait,
that's a
wait, what happened at the ECW? What
So
happened
AEW,
in
remember against
AEW
Jericho?
in AEW? Oh, yeah. But
He
it's like,
couldn't go for the world title again
Full
because
gear,
that's why he
full
ended up with he ended up with that other the secondary one, the crap one.
Yeah, the full gear, the first full gear.
yeah, I remember that. But do you really think they're going to do that to Cody again?
No,
No, they won't do it again. He'll win.
Sometimes what I hate about wrestling is sometimes they give away like the result.
Yeah, like he's really hitting hard. Like
Yeah.
when he's like, you will never get a shot at this again if you lose. This is your last time, the last freaking time. You'll never do this again. It'll be over for you. So like, that's like you're kind of giving it away there. Like
Yeah.
if you're putting diamond absolutes like that, which realistically that can't happen because Cody's going to be here for numerous years, and you're telling me he's never going to have a chance at that title ever again. Like you can't afford for that to
He
happen.
can't. So technically, he's not allowed to enter like the Royal Rumble next year or the year after, the year after. And if he is, he only could challenge for the one on Raw, the title on Raw, but he can't challenge the one from SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's winning. He's winning this
Yeah,
night. Think about it like this: if Rock and Roman win night one,
Yeah,
and he goes into night two with the deck stacked against him, it wouldn't make any sense for Roman to win that night because he has to have odds to overcome.
Exactly.
You notice when he mentioned his brother, right, Dustin? He did say his name. I don't know if he's allowed to. Dustin is his real name. I think he's allowed. Even
He called him Dustin. He's
allowed because it's his real name, right?
That's his
He's
real
allowed to
name,
talk about the real names.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, I could be wrong. I think when he was Goldust, The Rock's debut, I think Goldust was the last man The Rock pinned for Rock's team to win on his debut of Madison Square Garden Survivor Series. I think it was Goldust that took the last fall. The Rock pinned. I could be wrong.
What year was that?
96?
Wait, what?
Survivor Series 96.
Goldust was the last guy The Rock pinned in 96?
Yeah. In his debut. In the
On his
Survivor
debut.
Series, the traditional Survivor Series.
Right,
match,
okay, yeah.
the 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. I think The Rock eliminated Goldust to get his team to win. I could be wrong if you want to check. Go ahead. I
The
could be
last
wrong.
person he pinned.
Yeah,
Like,
to win
like
for his
period.
Was that when he was babyface Maivia? Rocky
His
Maivia?
debut, his actual debut.
Right, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know
Well, his
that
debut-
crappy gimmick.
Was his debut on TV not against the Brooklyn Brawler?
This is his actual. No, that was actually later on. This is his actual debut. And
His first match was against Brooklyn Brawler. I'm sure it was.
are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Whatever. But
Yeah, I'm sure Rocky Maivia had a singles match or something like that. I don't know.
I know. Yeah. He did have a singles match with. I think he had a singles match with Broken Bob. I don't think it aired.
Oh, you're right. You're right. His first match came at Survivor Series in '96 in an 8-man elimination tag, and he was the sole survivor, eliminating Crush and Goldust,
Okay.
the final two members. So you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when was that Brooklyn Brawler match? Then was that a dark match?
I think it could have been a dark match or a match that never aired.
Because he talked about that, right?
Yeah, he did talk about it. Yes, he did talk about that. About his match with the Broken Brawler. Broken Brawler is always a go-to guy for like green wrestlers, right? He got sent down with Memphis or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I really like this segment. It's good how they ended it with him, The Rock reacting to the slap. That's a good way to end the show.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good.
Man, The Rock be like, Oscar should be like, yeah, I mean, man, he should have been a joke. I know the slap happened 2 years. I know the slap happened on the show 2 years ago. Well, this Friday, I got slapped by another man. Like, what? You know what's weird? Cody Rhodes and The Rock have something in common. They both were DC characters.
Wait, what?
Yes, Cody Rhodes was a DC villain in the show Arrow.
Was he the comic book or was he original?
I don't know. He was a villain.
Wait, what season was that?
3 or 4?
Oh, I didn't get past that. So
Yeah.
okay.
You know what? He's a good friend to Stephen Amell.
Yeah, I couldn't get past the first season. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, he's good friends with Stephen Amell. That's how he got the role.
Okay.
Yeah, Stephen Amell ended up in AEW at the beginning as well, right?
Because he's good friends with
Wrestling.
because he was good friends with Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
and so that's how he got. Stephen Amell actually started WWE first with that bad match. I'm sorry, that SummerSlam match with him and Neville versus Stardust and whoever Stardust's partner was. SummerSlam. And then, but that's because he was friends with Cody Rhodes. But since Cody Rhodes got released in 2016, he started aligning himself with the Bullet Club because Cody Rhodes joined the Bullet Club, and so Stephen Amell was a part of the Bullet Club because of that. And then, if I remember correctly, DL, did you watch that special independent show? The the Bullet Club did with Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Back in was it 2018?
Is it All In or is it something
Yeah.
else?
Was
Yeah,
it All In?
I think that sounds like All In.
Yeah.
Or it might be that I don't cause like we would instantly know that was All In, but like wait, who was in that? The Bullet Club? Who else?
It was Okada versus Mario Skrill. It was Rey Mysterio was involved with it, if I remember.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's All In. That was All In.
Yeah.
yeah, that was Rey Mysterio was in the main event with
Cody Rhodes was in. So I think
against
it's
the Bucks.
Stephen
No,
Mel.
he was-
It was Ray. It was Ray and those two luchador guys. That the guys.
Phoenix in
Yeah.
it was not. No, it was
The
not. It was
Mexican-
not Pentagon.
Is it the Lucha
Yeah, it was
Brothers and Rey
Pentagon and
Mysterio
Phoenix.
versus, yeah.
Are you sure it was Pentagon? Because I remember Pentagon.
Oh no, Pentagon
It
was
was
against
Jericho.
no. Well, he went against Kenny Omega.
Yeah, but it was secretly Jericho. It was not really him.
Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I need to rewatch All In.
No.
Was it two Pentagons? One.
Yeah. So Jericho came out wearing that guy's gear,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I think that guy was in the main event with his brother and Ray, and they were up against the Bucks and some
Oh,
other
let's
guy.
see. All in. Was
I don't
it
know who
all?
the guy was.
Let's see what it was. All in 2018. That was the pay per view with the Joey Wyatt and the walking penises.
It wasn't Omega, was it? It wasn't
Omega faced
Pentagon.
Omega to the singles one.
yeah, Pentagon. It was the Golden Elite. It was Bandito. Not Penta, it was Bandito.
So Bandito,
Yeah.
Ray, and who? Who's the other one?
Phoenix, Ray Phoenix.
The brother of the other.
Yeah, brother of
Lucha.
Pentagon. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
And who was the Bucks partner?
The Bucks was
Kota Ibushi.
Ibushi, yeah.
Kota Ibushi. Oh, right, okay. He's good. I like Ibushi. He was. I'm sure he wrestled in WWE like once for.
Yeah.
He was
like
in the
Cruiserweight
Cruiserweight.
Classic
He was
or
in the
something.
Yeah,
Cruiserweight Classic, yeah.
I wish they'd
Stephen
signed
Mel-
him, man.
Stephen Mel did participate at that event to take on Christopher Daniels. And I think Stephen Mel went through a table during that match, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta catch
Okay.
another stream.
All right.
Oh, DL, before you go, right? Since
Yeah,
DL's
why not?
leaving, let me show him the Black Shogun quickly.
Okay, pull it up. Oh, yeah, why don't you just promote yourself while you get set up? I know you're doing kind of a member stream for Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, I'm doing a in remembrance of Akira Toriyama stream on Thursday at the moment. I'm making sure everyone's able to make it at that time. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Akira Toriyama. We're gonna talk about the legacy of Dragon Ball. So that's a stream that's gonna come up, and then we'll talk about Kung Fu Panda 4. Gonna talk about the MonsterVerse stuff, Monarch and Godzilla X Kong coming out. Ghostbusters Afterlife is coming out as well. Do a review for that. But yeah, you want to hear my takes on movies and shows? You can check out my channel at IMDL. And what the hell is this?
Black Shogun of Harlem. I hope you're not
Black-
offended by this as a black man, DL. I don't
I'm
don't
not.
like this. Okay,
I'm not, man. There's an anime called Afro Samurai where Samuel Jackson voicing the, literally a black dude with a big afro who's a samurai. So I'm
you know
not.
what?
Dude,
This might have been in the back of my mind when I was doing this.
But yeah, that's
Because
cool.
I do remember that show now.
who
If they
created
do-
that? Okay.
If they
But
do a Black Shogun movie, whatever they're doing with Anthony Mackie, I would probably watch.
So then this, this here. This is Sam Wilson. What was his name in the comics? Snap
Well,
Wilson.
here's the thing.
Why does he look like a
You
pimp?
know,
Why does he look like a pimp named
So that's what he
Slickback?
was. That's what he
Finbar,
was.
it's okay. Black Panther was not created by a black man, right?
No, I know, but this is going to be. This is basically a black exploitation comic.
Yeah.
This is
I
the
was like,
1970s black
Wait,
exploitation comic.
Anthony Mackie's playing that dude in the purple
That's
suit?
who I used. That's the face model.
Oh, okay.
It looks like Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite.
That's
yeah.
why at the moment, so Mackie's got like not a lot of hair. He needs to start growing that out.
You see the Michael J. White?
They're just gonna
Black
put a wig
Dynamite
on him. They're gonna put a wig on him.
That was so Chris Bacon said that as well. He wanted Michael J. White, but he's too old.
Yeah, Jim.
Michael J. White's about 55, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is 55. Oh my gosh.
Every Mackey's gonna start Black Shogun of Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Well, we'll see how that goes. But
It's like Captain America, Sam Wilson, or Black Shogun of Harlem. Which one to choose?
and he's still doing that. What's that?
Yeah,
What's that?
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Twisted Metal thing. Yeah.
Season 2, yeah.
It'll choose Black Shogun because it's got a lot more legs in it than the Marvel Cinematic Universe has. We're gonna have maybe 6 or 7 movies.
I don't know about that, but I don't know about
Hey,
that.
listen to what Tony says. He's got posters for them all.
Hey, Finbar, you know the Yair trailer came out.
Yeah, I saw it. I watched it while I was having a shit.
The only good thing about the trailer is actually the actress he uses. She's pretty good looking. That's it.
No,
All right,
I
Is she in Russian or something?
see you later, Dale.
See you later.
No, I don't know. I don't know if she's a
actress
wrestler.
Russian. No, what?
And she's putting on what sounds like a Scottish accent at
Scottish.
times.
Why's the Scottish hero doing in Texas?
I don't know what she's supposed to be. I don't understand. But it's made 800k already, and it's
Woke.
well, I don't know if it's just comic sales. I'm sure there's merch involved, but it's like up to 800k. I thought it would get over 1 million, and some people said it wouldn't. But I thought it would. I think it's found its level.
You give it too much. It's created by the riches, the riches of British Columbia. The sisters.
Oh yeah.
They have their brooms out, you know, their little cauldron. You know, like the tag team of Isaiah Dawn and what's her name, Alba Fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, my name is Hollywood Aaron, by the way. But yeah. What's going on? Let's see what else is going on. All right, you're talking about that. Yeah, they really should have done something with the Oscars. It sucks. I mean, I would have done something. Man. And look, you know what they need to freaking capitalize on? You remember back in the day when WCW, when they had like Hogan and DDP go on talk shows, they on Jay Leno and stuff.
Yeah.
They need to do stuff like that.
They need to do something mainstream so that this gets more eyes on it from the outside. Because
I mean, they do get them on, but they're not in character anymore. It's just them being themselves.
No, The Rock. I think everywhere The Rock goes from here on out, he'll be in character. I don't know about the Oscars because I didn't see it, so I don't know if he was
the Oscars Should have punk. Yes.
And then turn around to the audience and went, "Fuck your academy," and just walk off.
You should take one of the awards and just smash it on the ground. Take like somebody's award. Take like Robert Downey Jr.'s award and just smash it on the ground. And give it to people's elbow too.
I will get somebody in a like dressed as an Oscar, like a big Oscar suit, and just have him rock bottom that guy.
Yeah.
Show him what he thinks of the Oscars. But he's good right now.
You know
Like I'm loving watching him now.
You know he should die. You know why Gosling was singing the song from Ken from the Barbie movie? When Gosling was singing that song, Walker would come out of nowhere, just give him the walk bottom and play the song. So take that, Gosling.
I'll just DDT him into the.
They missed such a great opportunity, man. A great opportunity. They had Cena there too, man. Yeah,
I saw that.
And Cena hinted at, WrestleMania.
He will be at WrestleMania. Of course, will. WrestleMania 40. Of course, he'll be there.
You think he's probably going to be in some segment or maybe an impromptu match? Because if they were going to get him for a match, you got to start building that up now, right?
Yeah, he'll probably just do. I think he'll just do a segment. It won't be. He's getting to the point now where he's like. Do you remember when they did? They brought all the NWO and DX and all that, and they were just kind of fucking Zimmer framing it into the ring. That he's getting to that stage now of his career where he can't be looked at as a serious. Even Rock is getting to that point because he gets injured every time he wrestles.
Yeah, but Walker's a huge ego. He has to get involved in everything.
Yeah, but he won't be doing a lot. Like Rock will be doing that tag, and he won't do a lot of actual in-ring work. And then night two, he'll just be doing a bit of fuckery, and then that'll be it. But Cena can't. I don't think it's a good idea to bring him back for a full match because, like you say, they've got to build it now, and they've got to come up with somebody for him to go against. Last year, he went against Theory for the title, US title.
Horrible.
Yeah. And it was the opening match, and he put Theory over clean. That should have been the last match.
But they didn't do anything for Theory. Like Austin Theory it didn't help Austin Theory at all.
Theory's time will come. He's a really good wrestler, and his time will come back around again. But I mean, at least he didn't get beaten by him. If he got beaten by Cena and had the title taken from him, it would have buried him. So the right thing happened.
Yeah.
But that should have been seen as retirement. It should have been, I'm going to come up against you for that US title at WrestleMania in the opening match. And if I don't win, or a theory would have been like, well, if you don't win, you're gone. You can have a shot, because he's not number one contender for it. He just came out of nowhere.
I don't even
So
know.
if you don't win, you're gone. And then that should have been his retirement.
Looks like Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are getting involved for that US title.
That's another thing as well. So I don't know what all of them are going to do. So there's a lot of people saying. So we thought it was going to be a multi-man match for the secondary titles, but it looks like that IC title one is going to be a one-on-one.
There's a gauntlet match tonight.
That's tonight, right? So
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you think that's going to get interfered with? Do you think Imperium interfere with that and there's no winner? And that's set up as a
I really do want I really do want Chad Gable to win now after the locker room confrontation backstage last week.
But would you be satisfied with Chad Gable one-on-one with Gunther at WrestleMania?
Yes, because Gunther, Chad Gable's, when they had that match back in October, SmackDown, it was a really good, great match between the two.
Yeah.
And
I just think that they have to try and shoehorn more people into this event, though.
yeah, I mean, to me, it's either Sami Zayn or Gunther or Chad Gable. They make two compelling cases, but last week, like the way Chad Gable talked about how it's about his daughter. His last time he was in a match with Gunther, he made his daughter cry, stuff like that. I mean, like it makes you want Chad Gable to win the title.
Yeah, my prediction is tonight Imperium get involved in some fuckery, and it ends up that who's the GM? Is it
Adam Pearce?
Pierce is that side. He'll come in and he'll go, right, okay, you're going against all 5 or 6 of them in a ladder match. And then they're all like, oh my God, what? Like, what the fuck do you think was going to happen? What happens every time this happens?
Yeah, and the US title side of things. I mean, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Logan Paul, like to me, that sounds like Logan Paul is going to retain the WrestleMania, and I don't want that.
I think he will, yeah. I think he will. No, actually, if I was going to say anybody was going to retain, I would have said Gunther, just to keep his streak going.
Maybe.
And I
just
think
hate Logan Paul.
I mean, he's a good heel. I've got to give him that. He's a good heel, and he's a decent.
Yeah, because he's a heel in real life.
Yeah. He's just playing himself, but he's good.
Yeah.
And he gets
he's not bad in the ring too. I mean, like, I just don't like his as a person, his personality.
Yeah, he's a dick. But I mean, he'll never be a face. The fans will never accept.
They tried that. Remember, they tried that, and fans didn't buy it.
Yeah.
You're not
fucking. They accepted the Miz as a face before they accepted him.
Yeah.
But some of the spots he does, like the spot he did with Ricochet, where they jump from like either side of the ring, they did a rope jump from either side of the ring and fucking took each other out.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Was that in Royal Rumble?
That was in the Rumble 2023, was it?
I mean, things like that. He's really good at stuff like that. And he took quite a bad bump as well from. Was it through a table? I can't even remember, but he took quite a bad bump as well once.
He went through a table. Royal Rumble this year, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
He did.
So he's good. He's committed to it, which is quite good.
Yeah, he's one.
You can only be happy with that.
Him and Bad Bunny are committed to it. Like that's yeah. Are you gonna watch the the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight?
I don't know. When is that?
In July.
I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I think it's sad fighting Tyson at that age.
I hope Mike Tyson
fucking beats him. Yeah, I hope he knocks him out.
Seriously, man, just knock him out. And be like, I think a lot of people want to see Jake Paul get knocked out, man. But wait, do you like what the women's division's going with Liv Morgan and Becky? Liv Morgan costs Becky the match against Nia after Becky costs Liv the match against Nia.
Yes, I don't see where that ends up because it's still going to be a one-on-one with
it is.
Mania, right? So maybe they're just like laying groundwork for after when if Becky wins it. Maybe they're laying up her first. Maybe Liv is the first opponent. I don't know because it's hard to see where they're going to go with it. But the good thing is, to be honest, is that they're getting people involved. It's rubbish when you just see like so our opponent is going to be. Rhea's opponent's going to be Becky, and they're the only two people involved in any kind of storyline. It's good that they're involving the other women in other stories because it keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
They're not just all jobbers on the way up to Mania.
I like how they're using Nia Jax because Nia Jax is thorn to both Becky and Rhea. Now,
My whole shit hottie.
I like how they're also using Liv Morgan in this situation because like Liv Morgan obviously is
There's a heel turn coming for her, by the looks of it.
she's frustrated. I mean she has a bone to pick with Rhea too, right?
Oh yeah, because she hurt her right. I don't know if she kayfabe put her out or whether it really was during the match. I don't know how she got put out.
She's always like Liv Morgan always comes up short. Always. You know the last two Royal Rumbles, the female Royal Rumble, 2023 and 2024, she's the second last one. Like seriously,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She does all right.
Yeah. And she always comes up short. She's like the thing. What I would do with Liv Morgan, I would build her as the ultimate underdog in the female division, because she is.
I don't know about that because she's held the women's title before,
and that was one of the worst things they did with her.
We're giving her the women's title
on SmackDown because it made her look weak against Wanda, and I did not like Wanda's second run, but that defense she had against Wanda, I think it was SummerSlam or maybe the way that she was able to keep the title was like, what the hell? Like that title, like it was just. I know she won the title, good for her, congrats to her, but it was just bad booking for her, and they had to get the title off of her.
Yeah.
And they kind of like they have to build up this underdog story. Look. Like Rey Mysterio was always built up as this underdog, right? All the time, right? Build up Liv Morgan like that.
Well, he's like that because of his size. He's always the smallest guy in the ring. Unless he's going against... Oh. He's the smallest guy in the ring against his own
WWE compares WCW size to WWE size. He's definitely got bigger.
What, Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got chunkier, yeah. That's because he was younger back then.
Or is it what those voids back in the day? Or was he able to get off the voids too?
He's getting on, so everybody gets chunky.
I know people love Ray, but I'm bored of Ray, man. He's not to me, it's not exciting anymore.
He probably needs to wind it up now.
Yeah.
And amass his son.
Honestly, the whole LWO versus Lada Phantasma, whatever they call it, I am not into it.
I'm liking Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee's stars stand up.
I haven't seen much of him, but from what I have seen, he botched a couple of times, I think, in that match with who was he fighting? Who's he against? He was against one of them
Garza?
Guys. I don't remember.
Was it Garza, the guy
I don't remember. But I remember seeing Dragon Lee do a few botches. He botched actually. Did he botch on the way into the ring?
I'm glad
over the rope. I can't remember.
Tiffany Stratton botched her finishing move.
She almost did as well, yeah.
She almost did.
On the setup, she botched it and then had to restart.
Yeah, she's great. She's good. She has people love her. It's just that her finishing move, she has to be like, I'm worried about that because the way she does it, right? She has to jump on the bottom rope and then jump on the middle rope and then jump onto the top rope and do a moonsault, right? That's very dangerous, slippery, and also it's just that I'm afraid she's gonna slip one day. But also when she lands it, she doesn't exactly land on the person's stomach.
No, she maybe about 50% of the, in fact, probably less than 50% of the time she lands clean on the person. She either hits them with her knees.
That's dangerous.
Or she lands too far. But a lot of that is where that person is started from, where they've set up.
Yeah. The person on the ground has to
set themselves up. I remember who was she? What was that? Who was that match against?
This Friday was Michin, I think.
Yeah, Michin. So you saw her when she set her up for it. You saw Michin moving over a little bit to get any position for her. They all have to do that. And then when she did, she landed clean on her, like in the right position. So it's really the opponent that's got to set themselves up properly.
Yeah.
Remembering that Tiffany Stratton is inexperienced and won't get them in the right position every time.
A veteran, definitely a veteran. Like a veteran needs to get good positions for a rookie, because like for a rookie high flyer, because not everybody can jump the same distance.
Yeah. Right?
Like not everybody has the same elevation. And the way she jumps onto the ropes, right? That's very dangerous. I know she's a gymnast, right? She was a gymnast or whatever, but it's still very dangerous to do that stuff because you could one slip on that.
And those ropes get sweaty. So
Yes.
I hope she's masters it before she hurts herself, because it's an awesome move to watch. The
It
setup,
is great.
the setup kind of gives me like Starship Pain vibes when she does it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's a couple of swift
just-
moves before, and you don't even. It's just in your head. You think, oh, she's going to do this, but every time she does it, you don't even think about the 3 stages before she does the moonsault. I love it, man. It's a beautiful move. She's a fucking superstar as well.
Yeah. The problem is so yeah, it's just whenever her opponent is, make sure they're if they can take the fall, take the move, get in position, because it's not really her fault. She can't control where you land. When you're in the air, you can't control your land. No matter
She
how much.
can't always control where she puts the person as well. You
Yeah,
know,
obviously, right?
I can't remember what move it is.
I see it all the
sets
time.
them
I
up
see
with.
it all the time when your opponent you're on the ground and your opponent's going to take a high flying move. Right, it's going to jump off the top. I always see the opponent on the ground move into position to take the move.
How does she set it up? Does she set it up with like a fireman's carry into a roll kind of thing and leaves them on the mat? I can't remember how she does it. But however she's doing it, the person on the ground needs to then get themselves into position.
Yeah.
And Michi did that. I noticed her doing it, and I thought that's quite good. That's good she's doing that. And then she had it clean, and it looked good. But it's when she lands with her knees on the person's stomach, or it just looks shit. It's like that's not a move that would beat them.
You're supposed to land stomach on stomach.
Yeah.
Right, like with a splash. That's a splash.
Center of mass on the center of mass. Yeah. So it's the most effective.
Because if you hit your opponent stomach with your knees, you could probably like break a rib.
But in that case, most of your own face and center of your body is just slamming on the mat full force. So
we've seen it sometimes where they land on the person's face or person's legs. Yeah. The legs. I think the match before she landed on the person's legs. Yeah. And you can hurt if you land on the person's legs with your stomach. Well, what are you gonna do to your stomach, man? You could break something there, man. She's lucky.
Yeah. There's all sorts of ways it could go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's just it's really about timing and positioning. That's best in general.
And over the years, she'll get a lot more.
Yeah, she's basically a 2-year wrestler. Yeah. Like they say wrestlers don't really master their craft till like 5-10 years in.
She's only been going for 2 years. Is that from entering the performance center to now?
Yeah,
that's impressive. She's doing good.
Basically,
it's pretty impressive. She'll be wearing gold soon enough. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely. She'll be definitely a champion. It'd be like Tiffy time.
Tiffy time all the time, baby.
And then, so I watched on Biography, AEW Biography yesterday. 2 hours. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, a bad guy, Chico. You're not saying anything.
An AEW.
No, A&E Biography channel.
All right, okay. I was going to say, what's it got to do with AEW? I don't think
it
even appeared there.
No, it was a 2 hour biography on Scott Hall.
I like Scott Hall.
Yeah, man. A lot of they went into this detail about his personal life, like why he became like addicted to drugs and why he drank. It's kind of like, I don't know if you know the story, but you know the story. He worked as a bouncer guard at a club in Florida, and somebody was harassing one of the girls, and he was getting involved, to try to break it up. Unfortunately, he accidentally shot off a gun. Not his gun, but
he killed the guy, right?
Yeah, he killed the guy. And apparently that's what caused all his problems, the guilt, all that stuff, all his problems that made him go to drinking, all that stuff, caused all his problems because of the guilt, right? He suffered, right?
Yeah.
Because even though like he was trying to protect this girl or this woman, right, he still felt bad for killing a man, right? And I didn't know this. I did not know this. Kevin Nash had an interview in that episode that Scott Hall was a religious man, and one of the commandments is obviously thou shalt not kill, right?
Yeah.
So that obviously deeply haunted him, even though it was like he got off because it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't manslaughter, right? It wasn't anything like that. It wasn't even really cut, right?
Yeah, it was accident. It probably went down as accidental. He didn't He didn't do any time or anything like that, right?
Nothing. Yeah, but he still felt bad because of that. And wrestling for him was kind of his, I guess, coping mechanism with that. And what he said in an interview, being Razor Ramon was kind of his escape from being Scott Hall. Because being Scott Hall was so tragic. So
then he joined the NWO with Scott Hall.
Yeah, because he had no choice, right? Because he couldn't be.
Or you can use his name. Well, they could have called himself like Blade Remain or something. You know?
Can you remember his name in WCW before he went to WWE? Diamond Stud.
Yeah. They all had funny names, man.
Yeah, and like when he went to WWE, right? When he got first talking to Vince McMahon about a character to come up with, they wanted to give him an army gimmick, right? A GI Joe something like gimmick, right? Right. This guy was like, no, I'll make it work, but like, no, how about I give you this? And he came up with the Scarface gimmick, right? From Scarface, you know, when he talks with the accent, and he has those vignettes, you know, and he came up with that gimmick, and that worked. I think that would work better than the army gimmick. I don't think the army gimmicks don't really work unless they're like Sergeant Slaughter, even though Sergeant Slaughter was was never really in the military. It was all fake. Sergeant Slaughter was never in the military.
Sergeant Slaughter was good for that time because it was the first Gulf War was going on, so he was a good character for that. And then he turned fucking heel. He aligned himself he aligned himself with
the Iranians.
The Iranians and was Nikolai Volkov still there as well?
Oh yeah, 92, 93 around there. Oh yeah, he aligned himself to Iranians. I don't know if you could do that these days, man.
Nah, you wouldn't be able to do that now.
No. Back in the 70s, 80s, you always had the foreigners. The foreigners. Let's be honest, guys. There's always the foreigners who are always seen as the bad guys. All the time.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
No, yeah. If you're American, you're always seen as the good guys. But if you're from other countries around the world, you're always seen as the bad guys. It's very stereotypical American views, but that's how it was. Obviously, it's not real. That's not the case in real life.
Even Roddy Piper, who wasn't an actual Scot, he was American. But they put a kilt on him and just wheeled him out.
Canada.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, he's from Canada.
But Canadians are not classed as foreigners, though. Everybody outside North America.
No, we don't. No, they don't consider us foreigners.
Except for Bret Hart. When Bret Hart went heel and he was babyface in Canada only.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah.
But everybody went accent, but Piper had no accent. His accent was North American.
He was not Scottish. He did talk Scottish.
They built him. I think they built him as from Glasgow.
Yeah,
Sure,
he's actually from North America. Yeah. He's actually from Canada. He lived in Portland. He never lived in Scotland.
No,
never. And some of these gimmicks some of these wrestlers that have foreigner gimmicks are not even from the countries they're from. A lot of them are American.
Yeah, well, you remember even what's his name? What was his name in WWE? Miro, who's in AEW.
Miro, yeah.
What was
they built him from Russia, then they changed the belt.
Build him from he's Bulgarian, and they built him from Russia. He even had a tattoo of the Bulgarian map on his arm or something. Right?
I think I saw they originally did build from Russia. I think it got too controversial, right?
Yeah,
got too controversial, right? Because of Russia, not because of what happened in Russia in 2020.
No, because that was all.
Yeah,
that gimmick was way before.
Yeah, it was way before, but like still Putin and all that. Yeah. Then they changed it to the Bulgarian because he is Bulgarian.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It didn't make sense. He had the Bulgarian flag map on his arm, like, and they were building.
I guess they felt making him Russian at first made him feel more like an antagonizing bad guy.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, you got to be careful with that. You can't really say, "Oh, this guy's." You can't really have a gimmick. Like, I mean, you can't really have characters like that anymore, right?
They don't need to. They were.
Yeah.
There was a time they were doing it as well. Like we feel like
It was
Kofi
very
Kingston.
common back then. Now
Yeah, they had like Kofi Kingston with an accent, and they don't need
I
to do
love,
any of that.
I love that. I
They had
love
him
it.
doing like a Jamaican accent, and then now
Yeah.
they're billing him from Ghana.
I love that action with Triple H. That was like Survivor Series, or did make it Survivor Series teams? Like I don't know.
When he went, "Hey,
2009, 2010.
did you
right?
used to be Jamaican?"
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna have to end in a few. Some Raw notes. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, the GMs of SmackDown and Raw, they're gonna make an announcement tonight on Raw.
Tag titles.
I think it's
Is
for the female and women tag titles.
Is it not the men's?
I don't know.
I thought it was the men's tag titles. I think they're
Yeah,
splitting them.
both.
I think they're splitting them. I think they're going to split them, and then they're probably going to have a match for the new ones at Mania.
It might be for both movements, and it might. Yeah, we'll see.
Do you want them split, or would you rather they were combined? Because I think it's better that they're combined. Because you've not
honestly,
got-
they've been barely used on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you have them split though, but
Yeah,
you have to have two sets of tag teams, and oh man, you don't have enough tag teams as it is.
I mean,
Feels more
the LWO
prestigious.
and if they take them as a bunch of tag teams.
Then do a trios. I think they keep
Yeah.
the combined tag titles and then
And-
bring in a trios titles.
And so yeah, that's gonna happen tonight. And then Pierce, what else is happening? Let me check.
That gauntlet match as well.
The Gauntlet
Oh,
match is the main
Gauntlet match.
event.
That's a gauntlet match. That's a good point then. So people are going to get pinned in that.
Mhm.
It has to end up with a winner then, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, there's not going to be any fuckery, I don't think.
Let's see what. It is. I believe that's the main event.
Yeah, it should be.
Let me see.
And you think Gable's going to win?
Either Gable or Sami Zayn.
I think Gable will win, and Sami Zayn, his story where he's trying to get a WrestleMania match will continue. There'll be another twist coming for him later.
So yeah, Liv Morgan is going to face Becky Lynch. I think that's going to be a fun match.
Oh, so
Zoe
that's happening now? Okay.
Yeah. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark going to challenge the Kabuki Warriors for the tag team titles. And Michael Cole is going to interview Cody Rhodes. That's all the preview for Raw.
It's not a
So,
lot for 3 hours.
well, there's going to be other stuff, of course. The Gauntlet match will probably be like an hour long.
Well, yeah, I hope so. That'd be good.
But yeah, so Finbar, I got you ready to promote Shogun. Anything to promote? I know you're on hiatus still. Well, temporary hiatus from your anime hour.
Temporary, maybe permanent. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you're gonna talk about the legacy of Akira Toriyama. Like that's
I don't know because we have to see what happens. I don't know. At the minute, I can't even think beyond what I'm doing at the minute. I'm working on Frogman at the moment.
all right.
So that's taking up all my time, and then obviously Black Shogun's coming as well. So I have to work on that when that comes up. I'm going to have to try and get through maybe 3 comics a year. It's just going to be a lot of work for me.
All right.
So.
For me, guys, I don't know what's up there on this channel. Maybe there'll be some videos. Maybe it's every Thursday. Maybe I'll do something Thursday, a lot more wrestling related fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring. I don't know. I'll think of something Thursday. Maybe I'll bring back wrestling biographies. I'll pick a wrestler and we'll do a biography on them, or wrestling rivals. We'll go over some of the best rivalries in wrestling history, stuff like that. I've done it before. You can check them out on my playlist if you want. Stuff like that, and maybe we'll just have a discussion on wrestling. Maybe some best factions, best theme musics. I don't know, whatever. Well, stuff like fun. But yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And now we'll be back here next week, and we're gonna try to get to 100 before WrestleMania. So the race to 100 is on.
What you at now? 96.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do that easy. How many weeks to Mania? 4.
4. Well, obviously we're gonna do a preview and prediction show. That might be a long ass preview and prediction show for
Easy.
WrestleMania.
Do 2 prediction shows, one for night 1, one for night
Well, there's
2.
actually
Keep it at 100.
there's NXT also.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Yeah, and Friday, Money in the Bank tickets make on sale. Yeah, and that's in Toronto. Yeah.
Oh, you're going then?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
Get yourself front row, hard cam.
No, it's too expensive. I've
How
done
do
that
those
before.
guys? Do you know those two guys? The guy with his mom and the guy with the green shirt. How the fuck do they afford? Because they go all over they're in every show. Like, how do they go around the country? It must cost them a fortune.
I mean, I have sat I haven't sat in the front row, but I sat on floor seats before. One time, like in 2019, I was at a house show. My seat was right next to the railing at the entrance. So as they were walking down, I was like the first one able to high five.
Yeah, but could you see anything happening in the ring or not?
Yes,
You
yes,
could.
it helped.
Okay.
And I got to meet Sasha Banks up close and personal.
Cool.
Not like that. Not like that. Actually, she was kind of she was actually a row behind me because they're a bunch of annoying kids, which I love. By the way, annoying kids are the best at wrestling shows because they do get the attention to wrestlers. She was a heel, right? She was a heel then. Obviously, she was being a heel. She went up to those kids behind me, and she's like, "Oh, they want to give her a high five, stuff like that." And she wouldn't give them a high five, obviously, because it's a heel. And she said to them, "Oh, I'm not gonna touch you guys. You have germs and stuff."
And you went, Sasha, look, and then you turned around and you just slapped him like that gif I sent you. And
I would have done that.
slapping full women.
I would have done that. And as she passed by, I said to the kids, "Oh, you pissed her off." Oh my god. It's funny. It's funny. Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
You know the pilot, right? The rebel pilot, right? I forget his name. Carson Teva.
Yeah.
He was there at the show.
Was he?
Yeah, he's from
Was that
Toronto.
during when she was filming? When she was part of the Mandalorian?
Yeah, they're both part of Mandalorian, right? So
Yeah, so that's why he was there.
Maybe. Well, he's Canadian too. He's from Toronto.
Right.
He's from Toronto. I'm like, I didn't put the two together. Oh my god, I met two members of the Mandalorian cast at the wrestling event. It was great, man. I want to do that again. And I got to. Oh my god, I managed to get to touch Braun Strowman's arm. Oh my god, it was sweaty as hell.
You feel the power.
Sweaty as hell. Oh my god!
Don't fucking touch me.
Alexa Bliss gave me a high five.
That's cool.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna end the show, guys. Like, subscribe, comment below, guys, because it is Raw time, and Drew McIntyre is walking out. Your fellow Scotsman.
Oh, let's go. Peace.
Take care.